Yeah. Want it? I would love it. Whew, I gotta bring this in. We are back in beautiful Groveland, Florida, where the grand total that we're trying to chase is 171. Patriots lost the toss. Flyers batted first. Patriots chasing 170. And the first delivery is a dot ball. So Hashini is taking first strike, and she's been beaten for the first two deliveries, two dot balls. And Taranam Chopra, two openers. Hashini is a non-striker. Chopra on strike at this point. She's from the state of Virginia. She's the captain of her club side. So Mahir is the opening bowler, and so far she's been hitting her straps. Has been three dot balls in succession as the Flyers, who did a great job in the middle part of the innings, have now started with three dot balls in succession, defending 170. Right, Janine. So Mahir is continuing her spell at the beginning. Remember, 170 for the loss of 6 wickets in the first innings for the Flyers. Patriots trying to respond. And at this point, the opening bowler for the Flyers has been right on point, line and length to Chopra. Chopra is back and across, gets no run.
Correct.
So Ryan Davis with you, SC Tech Productions, and with me is what we call the point woman. All the information we need. I can get my taxes done with her. I can do anything I need. It's Mita Lee. She's on the mic. She's put this thing together. And Mita, we're going to get you in right after this delivery by Mahir. In the air, between mid-on and mid-off, but there's a patch of grass that's been replaced there. It's going to rob the batters of some boundaries. So 2 runs to the total, the first 2 of the innings. And that comes off the bat of Chopra. That is the end of the first over. It is 2 without loss. So, Mitsali, this is exciting. The first ever American Women's Cricket Support Group tournament. How did this come about? Where did the conversation begin?
Good morning to you, Ryan. How are you doing? I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
All right. So this is Mitali Das. I'm from Houston, Texas, and a big fan of this sport, and joined this organization called the Americans Women's Cricket Support Group. There are 11 of us who have come in together with a common goal of giving a fantastic platform to these talented young women from our United States of America. All these girls are born, raised here, all of them loving the game of cricket, and with a very, very, very good, talented set of bowlers, batters, and all-rounders. So when we came together, our plan was, it's not me alone, right? We've got all these 11 wonderful people who have the same passion to make sure that the women's cricket goes forward. And that's how this organization was formed.
We have Jivana Aras, who finished the innings with Ritu Singh in the first innings. And she has some height with her. She's going to actually come in second in bowling.
So,
and she's
so she's a left-handed bat, and then she bowls with right.
and
Coming from Seattle, Washington State.
from Seattle. Well, there's a lot more rainy days in Seattle than there is in Florida, but she has the height and she has the pace to provide some problems for the batters. At us, just turn off the pads, dot ball, and this is what the Flyers want. They did such a good job with 170, of course, for 6 in their first innings. The more dot balls they can build, and we're going to get to the whole points tally after this innings to explain to everyone. But at this point, the Flyers gathering dot balls is what they need.
Yep, and that's for Patriots need to speed up here a little bit and make sure that there are no dot balls. But it's okay to look out for the first 2 overs and get their feet in and build a partnership. The partnership is very important, but at the same time, the power play is also very important to make, get those boundaries in, get the run up, because obviously 171 is a stiff target.
Aras, down the leg side. That's the first wide for today. Aras is a little frustrated. You can understand why. So one more to the total. It's a wide and a single, so 2 more to the total rather.
So we have Tara Chopra on strike. Tara is Tarandum Chopra, coming from the state of Virginia, skipper of the Patriots, facing Giovanna Aras.
Here's Aras. Short, back and across. Umpire looks down at his ball counter, unmoved. So to assemble all this young talent in one place, I have to ask you, how hard was that?
That's quite a challenge, but again, we must thank the parents, parents of these players, family of these players, and all these girls themselves, who are just waiting for us tournament organizers and operators to come together and give them a platform so they can come and showcase their skills. So definitely a lot of hard work has gone behind this. We started in October 2025, and this is our first inaugural tournament for the American Women's Cricket Support Group. And here we are in this beautiful land of Florida, in the United States. Beautiful grounds in the Orlando cricket ground in Groveland. So very fortunate. The ground owner is also one of our executive committee members here. So we have one of the ground owners, which is Suresh Wallabaneni, who is part of our executive committee, and we all came together, and this ground was available for this Easter weekend, and here we are.
So after 2 overs is 5 without loss. And they bowled 10 dot balls already. And this new bonus point system that we've been talking about the entire match continues on. The fielding team, the Flyers this time, they get a bonus point because of the 10 dot balls they've bowled so far in the first 2 overs. So it started all in October,
Yep.
the discussion, and now here we are in April. Well, I have to say thank you very much for choosing Orlando, Florida. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Not originally, but I live here. And it's fantastic to have you guys here and to have this sort of experience and to have this young talent for us to witness. It's a joy for us. So thank you.
You're most welcome. And we are also all very happy to be here. So do we have the same bowler, or we have Mahi Madhavan? Yes, so we have Mahi Madhavan, who comes from the state of California. She's has started very well, bowling a lot of dot balls and keeping it tight, doing exactly what her team needs.
Here's Mahi. Again, just over that off stump. Exactly what a bowler is trying to hit. That corridor of uncertainty for the batter, forward or back. And off stump, of course, being the priority. So seeing this young talent, week in and week out, do you guys have to do a lot of traveling to put these tournaments together? Not just this one, but just on a regular basis.
So on a regular basis, we have the local. So I'll just tell you something about myself, and there you go. So we have a boundary from the bat of Tara Chopra, and finally getting the eyes in.
So the left-handed, right-handed combination has been proved fruitful. Chopra gets the first boundary as his score moves on to 9 without loss. So please, we would
Yeah.
love to hear more about yourself.
Yes. So I am from the state of Texas, Houston, Texas, and I'm a tournament operator myself. Run a private tournament called the Houston Open, Women's Houston Open. And so, just similar to me, and you've already met Sivakumar right next to you, scoring with the helping of this complicated scoring.
He's the quickest scorer this side of the Mississippi, just let you know.
He comes from the city of San Diego in California, and he's also a tournament director who runs the San Diego Open.
Yep.
And I'm naming these. We have Blazer Open, which is run in Bay Area.
Okay.
Then we have St. Louis Open, which is run by Mr. Ganesh Krishnamurthy. We have NWCL, which is run by Ranjit Singh, and we've all our tournament operators have come together, and that's the way we've captured some of the regions. So every month, or pretty much, I would say that we have some tournament to the other where these girls can travel and play.
I love it. It's so great for the game.
Yep. And then we have the Orlando cricket owners. They have a franchise called the Southern Strikers, and they themselves, they have a company called the AWCC, not a company, I should say, organization, American Women's Cricket Club. So they also organize a lot of tournaments themselves in this side of Raleigh, North Carolina, and in Florida. And so in these way, we all tournament operators contribute towards it and ensure that these girls get enough playing time.
Well, the stage is set, and the fact that you guys can put on a tournament of this caliber, have it be covered, people can see it on YouTube for free all over the world. It is an absolute perfect scenario for these kids to show up, apply their trade, get better, and perform on a stage for everyone to see. It is the first ever American Women's Cricket Support Group competition. 3 teams. We have the Flyers and the Patriots playing right now. The Titans are getting ready to play next. 3 matches today, 3 matches tomorrow, and the grand finale on Sunday. This one is between the wicketkeeper, and it's going to get to the boundary. It does. 4 more to the total, 4 wides, and that will be 5 more to the score. Exactly what the doctors ordered for the
Absolutely.
Patriots.
So that should give a little more confidence to Hashini Karthikeyan coming from the state of New Jersey. And the Patriots team is trying to build a partnership here. And hopefully this game becomes very interesting, because that's what we want. And that was the whole goal, right? All these girls, if you take them individually, they're all very talented. They all are pretty good. And then you put them in teams. When we had a draft where three teams were made out of the executive committees, and then they did a draft and picked the girls, like combined them based on their skill sets, coming from the different. So we have 2 or 3 tiers. Like there are girls who play for the United States; they're part of the senior team. Then there are girls who play for the under-19 team. There are girls who have played in the past, and sometimes they're on rotation. So based on all that data collection, these players were divided into these 3 teams.
Well, I'm so happy about the U.S. women's team. They have a tour coming up. Could you speak more about it?
Not that it's my area to speak about.
Take it away.
But just
Sure.
just know what from the information I have, because we are very fortunate that we have 20. We have 36 players out here, and out of the 36 players, 10 of them play for the United States of America. So they're all leaving for a wonderful tour which ICC has organized for them as an emerging nation, right, who's doing so well. So they've been invited to Rwanda, Africa, and
Wow.
they're going to be traveling all the way to Rwanda, Africa for...
And it's out. First wicket. The Patriots lose one. Aras the bowler. And an excellent catch.
by number 19, which is Mahi.
So it's going to be Mahi, the bowler, the opening bowler, takes the catch in cover, and the first wicket departs.
we have now the wicket-keeper batter Pooja Ganesh from St. Louis, Missouri, walking in after the wicket of losing their skipper Tharnam Chopra.
So Chopra departs. So Chopra getting 8 runs of the total. And it's 16 for 1 now with Aras, who is his second bowler behind Mahi. But so far she's bowled with some steady pace. She's hit her stride on off stump, and she's provided the batters with enough worries or concern to avoid them getting into their rhythm. So the batters got a bonus point, and we'll keep mentioning this throughout the innings. They scored 11 runs in their previous over, so they get another point towards their name. And at the end of this innings, at the end of this match, we'll remind the viewers about these points and divvy them up at the end so everyone can keep score at home.
Yeah. So Pooja Ganesh, number 4,
So Pooja Ganesh,
coming from the state of Missouri. St. Louis is the name of the city. And in the previous innings, if you saw from the Freedom Flyers, the player, the United States senior women's team player Ritu Singh, also comes from St. Louis, Missouri. So we have these two wonderful players who are both part of the United States team, and we already saw what Ritu Singh showed her skill sets already.
incredible innings.
Yeah. And now we have Pooja Ganesh, who has come in after the departure of Tharnam Chopra. Pooja Ganesh on strike right now, and we have Jivana to finish her over. So that first wicket was a combination of the two opening bowlers, isn't
Yes,
it? Jivana and
that's
Mahi.
right. Yeah. So they come far and wide from the eastern seaboard, from the middle part of America, from the west coast, all coming together here in Groveland, Florida. There's Aras. This one has just turned off her legs to mid-wicket. Just 1 run.
And you will see that a lot of singles and doubles should be taken now. That's the style of Pooja Ganesh, and she is quick running between the wickets. It's a treat to watch, and Hashini has to pull up her socks and make sure that she is matching her running between the wickets with Pooja Ganesh. So this should be a good phase of the match.
So you have something at stake here in this match. Your daughter, Tia Chudari, she what number does she usually bat in the order?
So depends on which team she plays for.
Okay.
So if she's playing for her own local team, for her own academy, then she comes in at 2 down, 3 down.
So now, okay.
Yeah.
Good order.
So she's an all-rounder, yes, a bowling all-rounder, and it depends on when she plays for her state, or I would say region, then she could be anywhere 5 down, 6 down, depending on how the player. So this is the first time she's playing in this particular setup, right, with this team, where we have five United States national players in the team. So obviously, just like Jivana Aras, and Mahi Madhavan, they're all part of the United States senior women's team, and they're traveling to Africa in a couple of days. You've got Ritu Singh, you've got
So the power play is completed, and the score 19 for 1, 18 for 1 rather, and you have to say the Flyers, after that initial power play, seems to be the team on top at this point, chasing 170. That is a steep chase, as they would say.
absolutely
And
a
to
very,
limit them
very,
to
very
18.
steep chase. Yeah.
Has been incredible. Now, the Patriots, they have some scorers or some big hitters in their lineup. Any names we should look out for at this point?
I would look out for Sainavi Kambalapalli Reddy, again another player who came up from the under-19 and is already a part of the United States senior team, who's also going to travel to Rwanda, Africa in a couple of days, and I'm looking forward to see her bat and see what she can add to this to the color of this team. And right now the way uh, the flow is in around the world. I've been watching it not only in United States. We're obviously an upcoming nation, but everywhere I've seen most of the girls are now becoming all-rounders.
Yes.
Right? They want to bowl, they want to bat,
And you
I
can't
think
blame them.
I can't blame them. But I think the one thing which me as a person, I'm not a cricketer, but I would like to see is that the first thing they all need to focus is on the fielding.
Mm.
So they
Yeah.
need to become the best fielder, and then, you know, definitely batting bowling is always going to be there,
That is
isn't
also
it?
the most boring, though, I have to tell you. Over the top, and that's 4 runs. A much needed boundary for the Patriots. They scoot on to 22.
So coming from the bat of Pooja Ganesh, who we all lovingly call her PG. So
PG, I love it.
PG, yeah. So we have two Poojas right now playing in the field. One is batting and the other one is fielding. So Pooja Shah, who comes from
Shah.
Houston, Texas, and then we have Pooja Ganesh. They both have the name Pooja. So one is called PG, one is called PS, or Pooja. So we
So
have
Pooja Ganesh is from where?
St. Louis,
St.
Missouri.
Louis as well, okay.
And we have Lasya Bandaru, who is bowling right now, off spin, right arm off spin, coming from the state of Houston, Texas again. So these are the three girls: Tia Chaudhary, Lasya Bandaru, and Pooja Shah, who came in from Houston, Texas.
Now, we mentioned there was a cougar on the team, the Flyers team. Is there another cougar hanging around from Houston?
No.
No?
Those two are still in their high school.
Okay.
Lasya and Tia Chaudhary, both Lasya Bandaru. I should say Lasya Bandaru because there is a Lasya Mulapuri also in the same team. So I'll have to use the last names. So we got Lasya Bandaru and Tia Chaudhary, both they're juniors in the high school and yet to become a cougar.
Yet.
Yet to become a cougar. Definitely, Tia Chaudhary is aiming towards becoming a cougar and join the architecture program.
Okay.
That's her goal in the life. We'll see that.
This one is pulled away. It's short. And that's going to be 4 more. Laisa paying the ultimate price. So hard for finger spinners sometimes. The ball can get stuck and it drops a little bit short. And 4 more to the total. 27 now for the loss of just 1. So I can't promise you any Disney tickets, but thank you so much for coming to the Central Florida area to play this tournament. Playing cricket in Houston, I've been there to Prairie Lake and so on. It's fantastic grounds. I must prefer this ground, I must say. A little bit of biasness.
Okay,
But
then you and me are going to have an argument on that because I definitely prefer that ground.
You prefer
but
that ground,
I'm
okay.
nothing against this
Okay.
one.
Oh, you
This
don't
is
love
just-
this? You don't love the scenic view and the
Oh,
lovely
this is-
trees
this,
and
this is beautiful for no doubts about it. But at Prairie View we have 6 grounds.
6 grounds,
and,
correct. Yes.
Women's Houston Open in the month of May, which is 8th, 9th, and 10th, is going to be held at the same grounds.
There's an appeal and it's given out. Another wicket falls. And the Patriots, who are chasing 170, have just lost their second. The Flyers are flying. 27 for 2.
Sainavi Kambalapalli. Hashini Karthikeyan.
So Hashini departs. And a valuable wicket for the Flyers. 27 now for 2.
And we see Sainavi Reddy Kambalapalli coming from the state of Georgia, walking in.
And this is who we're waiting on. This is the US international, Sainavi Reddy.
That's the one I'm waiting on.
I'm
So
waiting as well because of what you said. So we're looking for the US international, Sainavi Reddy. And she's going to get a chance to, let's see, get stuck in.
So we already saw 3 from the Patriots, which is Tarannum Chopra. She's a United States national. Pooja Ganesh batting right now at the striker's end. And then the one who just walked in is Sainavi Reddy Kambalapalli, who is a fresh entrant into the United States senior team, who's played under 19 last year at Trinidad and Tobago.
My country, by the way, I love it, Trinidad and Tobago, representing. Ritu Singh, who was the star of the show in the first innings, will take the ball now for her first delivery. Ritu Singh scored 50 odd in just about 20-something deliveries.
Yep.
She put this team on her back and delivered an innings to get this score to 170 and put the pressure on the Patriots. Now she's bowling with her hat and she makes this game look far too easy.
That's the way Ritu is, and that's what I was wondering in the between the innings break. hey, did I hear that this is a bowling pitch? But no, Ritu showed it to everyone. Any bowling pitch can become a batting pitch when Ritu's at strike, right?
You know, half of it is the mentality. And to have
Absolutely.
that type of mentality breeds success. So another single to the total.
And we've seen her. I don't know if you had followed the women's cricket, which was recently held, the global qualifiers in Nepal, and one of the stars for the United States was definitely Ritu Singh. She hit a number of sixes in the internationals out there.
So she's known
for the
now throughout the cricketing, the
in the
women's
world,
cricketing
in the
world
world, I would
as
say
a big hitter.
she's already
Yeah, I love it.
make her presence felt for sure.
30 for 2, the Patriots. Ritu Singh. Sweeps and square leg 60 catch. Ritu Singh has the Midas touch. 50 odd off of 20 something deliveries in the first innings. Now gets a wicket.
And that is a wonderful catch from Lasya Bandaru to get rid of Sainavi Reddy Kambalapalli. So there you go. I guess it is the pressure of the run rate. And the score is now 30 runs and 3 wickets gone. So 30 for 3. Patriots reeling a little bit under the pressure of making the runs to meet the stiff target of 171.
Now, I'm not an international cricketer, but I slept in a Holiday Inn last night, and I'll tell you right now, at this point, I really do believe that the Patriots need to slow things down. Do you concur?
Absolutely concur that they need to build a partnership. They need to build a partnership, get in there, and cricket is a funny game. It can change anytime.
Because we saw that scenario in the first innings, and we saw Ritu Singh and Disha
Yep.
come together, slow things down, then picked up the pace
Absolutely.
and got them to 170. So they have to somehow stop the flow of wickets, the procession, we should say.
And we have Yashaditi Teki. Yashaditi Teki, who just walked in, shirt number 24, coming
Check
from the
one,
state
you're
of
seeing
California.
something.
Coming from the state of California. She's a left-handed bat and a right-handed right-handed off-spin.
So I keep hearing about California. Is it really true that it only rains 10 days out of the year? San Diego, California.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't rain in Florida 10 days out of the year. So how about that? This one is driven past the short extra cover, and they're going to get a single. Score creeping on to 32 for 3.
So Yashaditi has opened her score.
Check that, 31 for 3 after 6 overs.
Mamu, you hear
And the
me?
Patriots are trying their
Mamu,
best
you
to
seeing me?
You mean 31 for
rebuild.
3? Yeah. 31 for 3.
So with this very new ground, Groveland, Florida, it comes with a little bit of nuances. So you have the lovely trees and the landscape, which is just picturesque. The ground itself is fantastic. It was actually flooded by a hurricane 2 years ago. Orlando Galaxy was supposed to play their minor league debut in this one is swept. It's going to be a wide in 2024. That was called off. They actually made their debut in the summer of 2025 after this ground was rebuilt by an incredible ground staff that we have in Groveland, Florida. And now it's ready, it's taken action, and now it's a perfect stage for young and old, men and women to come and play. But because it's so brand new, it's now starting to build the little electronics of it, where they can run cable, get viewership, get monitors and so on. That is the next step in the ground, and it's slowly getting there. This one is chopped into the ground. When those extra steps are taken, this ground will be second to none in the USA.
We will wait and watch that, definitely, Ryan, and I definitely want that to be. I want that this whole country, every little city, we get cricket grounds
Yes,
all over the
I
country
agree.
where the girls and the youth and the men, they can just go and play, and we tournament operators can, go ahead and schedule those.
Can I tip my hat to the American Women's Cricket Support Group? And I'll tell you after this delivery.
This is Lasya Bandaru to Yashaditi.
so many tournaments
Hmm.
that I'm a part of in cricket in this area. They play the tournaments in summer. Summer in Florida, can I just tell you, that's when I make the joke of it only not rain 10 days out of the year in summertime in Florida. You guys picking this venue in April is spectacular. You can see the weather, the breeze, sometimes overcast, perfect for the players. Can the American Cricket Association begin to pick and choose its climates to play its tournaments?
Absolutely. Why not? I mean, that's a
Play in Chicago in the summer, play in Chicago in the summer,
we
and
do,
then play in Florida or Houston in
yeah,
the spring,
yeah. Houston, we play 365 days.
which could be a problem in the summer because I've been there in the summer in
But
Houston.
you gotta see those youth, you gotta see those girls, you gotta see the women. They just need a ground, right? So they just need a ground. They just need some couple of umpires. Like you like get us one umpire, give us a leg umpire who can be a dad or a mom, and we're ready to play. The only thing the players want to do is play.
Well, I'm going to speak on behalf of the girls. Can you play in Houston in spring and fall, and then play in
Absolutely,
Chicago in the summer?
sure. We do have a calendar. I mean,
It's
believe it or
because of the
not,
weather too. The rain is a factor in Houston
right?
and Florida in
Believe it
summer.
or not, February we have San Diego Open, right?
Perfect.
Then January we do. It's a little cold, but still we
Sure.
can do the smaller ones where we get in the 10-year-olds to the 15-year-olds. They come and play. March we have tournaments around here. April we have Houston. May we have Houston. Then we have New York. Oh, we have a beautiful ground in New York too. So New York has New York
Summertime.
Oval, and it's Ashok Adikapula, who's also a part of our executive committee. He has the New York Ovals. That's in Albany, New York, and beautiful grounds right there. So you can play there once it gets warmer, right? And then we got St. Louis. We got, pretty much I can see now. Bay Area, cannot forget Bay Area. Bay Area has several grounds, right? Bay Area themselves. Ramesh, how many do we have grounds in Bay Area? Like, can we even count? Turf, we have two grounds.
But coming to this side of the country, to Florida, it really does open the eyes to women and girl cricketers over on this side to see what's happening in the country.
Country,
To see this
absolutely.
level of cricket, these girls on this side now can aspire to that.
I must say that, yes. So to, at the highest level,
So another boundary going to the Patriots, a much needed boundary. And we're going to get a score update pretty soon. 39 for 3 now as the Patriots start to rebuild their innings. Ritu Singh. It's chopped into the ground.
so we say we do have our representative from the state of Florida, which is Sasha, uh, daughter of the owner of this ground. So Sasha is right-hand batter, right-hand medium, and we'll see her in the next game for sure. So she's already representing Florida, and we have some other upcoming players who are still learning and training. So yes, I agree with you that pretty much. I mean, the previous player, the one I was talking about, Sainavi Reddy Kambalapalli, she actually grew up in Wisconsin,
Wow.
and you won't believe it that her parents would take her every weekend, herself and her brother, all the way to Chicago for training.
I mean, if you say the word cricket in Wisconsin, they pull out like a can of spray
Yeah.
and look for the cricketer to spray it. I mean, they'll have no idea
No
what you're talking
idea.
about.
No idea we're talking about a sport. They'll look for bugs. Yeah, you're right. All right, Ryan, I will get back to my duties as the manager and check on my girls for now.
Nita,
Uh,
anytime you want to come on the mic, we'd love to have you. You bring so much insight to the women's cricket at this age, at this level, at any level. And thank you for bringing all that information to us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I'll talk to you later.
Thank
I'm
you very
pretty
much.
sure we have a big team of our executive committee here, and pretty sure all of them will come and give you some more insights.
I would love it.
All right.
All are welcome. Thank you, Mita.
Thank you, Ryan. Talk to you later.
So Mita joining us and providing some insight. So 40 now for 3 as the Patriots try to rebuild after 8 overs. Sunshine is out in Groveland, Florida. It may be a little bit warm, but don't feel too sorry for the cricketers. There's some breeze coming across the ground. 131 runs needed off of 172. 170. If the Patriots could sum up Virat Kohli at this point, that's exactly what they need to come into the wicket to help provide some support. So Disha, who had 33 off of 33 deliveries with the bat in the first innings, is getting a chance to bowl her spin from the southern end in this second innings. And we see so often in this level of the game, everyone's an all-rounder, and we love that. And like I just told Mita, the most boring part of the game is fielding. Who wants to perfect that at 15 years old? So these players bowling and batting, I mean, I did that at that age. Everyone wants to bowl and bat. So nothing different. Down the ground, driven. And it's going to be a long single. So SC Tech and company providing all of the coverage today. We're going to have a monitor. Now we're just being spoiled. And we'll get a chance to provide all of the updates with points, scores, on this incredible ground that we call Groveland, Florida, the Orlando Cricket Ground in Groveland, Florida, just 20 miles east of Orlando, west rather. This one is high in the air, and it's going to beat long off for 4. So another boundary, and the Patriots are going to need more of those to get back in this match. 4 more to the total. So Disha's been roughed up. Can she bounce back? Her protection is a long off, a long on. Deep cover, deep point. And for the left-hander, let's just change that around. Deep mid-wicket, deep backward square. Long on, long off. And that's the protection on the leg side. Here's Disha. Lofted up and just turned off the legs for a quick single. And protection for no overthrows. So the score now moves on to 47 off of 8.4. Beautiful fielding. Had to be quick, had to be nimble, and it looks to be Ritu Singh. I stand corrected. So it's actually the bowler, Lasaya, with the incredible stop. And that's the end of another over. 48 after 9 overs. Pooja Shah coming back into the attack. She is going to be the new bowler from the southern end. Bowling medium pace. Pooja Shah led her bat to the talking in the first innings. Coming off at least about 12 to 15 paces. This one is cut away beautifully and points. Aras gets down to stop it for just a single. So Teki, the left-hander, will take strike at us. Deep mid wicket. A long off and a long on, the protection for Shah. Just short of a length and just turning it on the onside for another single. Just finding the gaps. Sometimes you don't need the boundaries. The good deliveries can be turned into ones and twos. And this is exactly what the Patriots need at this point, to stop the flow of wickets. And the 50 is up, 50 for 3. Pooja on 13, Teki 14. Got under it, and it's going to beat point. Coming back for the throw, and they come back for 2. So 121 runs needed now. Run rate required 11.3. So they lost wickets in overs 4, 5 and 6, and now trying to stem the tide and create a partnership to bounce back. Pooja, full delivery, a little bit of swing for Pooja Shah. In this very first tournament for the American Women's Cricket Support Group in Groveland, Florida. 3 teams, 36 players. Freedom Flyers winning the toss today against the Patriots, deciding to bat first, scoring 170 for 6. Patriots trying to bounce back. On deck, as they would say in baseball, the Titans will be looking to take the field. So coming into the left-hander, turn off the hips, and that's 4 runs. Beautifully played. Just a whip off the hips from Teki. She gets another boundary. 4 more valuable runs. 22 fours so far for the match. So Shah getting the natural outswing movement for a right-handed bowler, but it comes into the left-hander. So as long as it drifts into the left-hander's legs, you can never bowl to a left-hander on their pads. That's the last thing you want to do. And Teki is showing her why. Outside off stump, umpire looks at his watch. So that is the end of the 10th over. We are halfway through this innings, and it's 57 for 3. A long way to go to get to 170. At the same time, the Flyers were 69 for 4 after 10. As for the Patriots, 57 for 3. Just a little bit behind the pace with scoring, but the wickets in hand. But the Flyers had that valuable partnership between Dishka and Ritu Singh that completely turned that innings around. That's what the Patriots need at this point. You told me a name at the beginning, and I couldn't get a chance to write it down. We both come from the same place in Tamil Nadu of India. Oh, really? What part? North, south? Where's that? South, just like Florida. Okay, all right. It's the Florida. So we are the fans of Chennai Super Kings. I have to shake your hand, by the way. Oh, so when I was growing up in my neighborhood, there was a shop, and it was so nice. as a little boy. As a little boy, Sundar knows me as a little boy, right? Going all the way up. So Sundar was part of my life growing up, so I'll never forget that name. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. So Sundar helped raise me because there was a shop right outside my neighborhood. Yeah? Okay. All right. Back in beautiful sunny Groveland, Florida, for the first ever American Women's Cricket Support Group, their first ever T20 tournament. And we're lucky to be chosen in Central Florida, driven down the ground. And there's a patch of grass being replaced over there. There's a fielder down there for just one. So Pooja Ganesh gets another single. Techie 18, Ganesh 17. Partnership starting to blossom. Down the ground, chips down and got there in time, but the ball was right underneath her. Oh, this is smash through mid-wicket. But long on comes across and gathers. So the boundaries have dissipated in this over so far. Down the ground, and Disha has been giving it some air. And what an attempt. It was put down, but the effort was there just to get her hands to it. Mahi coming in. She was the opening bowler today for the Flyers. And coming in from that long on boundary. So Pooja back on strike. It's Teki rather turning away. It's a appeal for LBW, but because of Disha's leg break, it's always going to be going down the leg side. And that is the end of another over. It is 63 for 3 after 11. This one is turned off the hips beautifully. It's just going to be a single. But to take that ball from middle and off and turn it to behind square is a skill in itself. So one more to the total for Pooja Ganesh. 64 for 3, 107 needed off of 53 deliveries. Ritu Singh came in here and turned the tide for the Flyers. Does the Patriots have a batter with that skill set to turn the tide today? This one is high in the air. This time it's going to go for a boundary. It splits the gap 4 more. We just asked the question, can they open their shoulders, compromise their shape? And Pooja Ganesh just answered the question. It wasn't too short. She just picked up the line quickly, turned on it, and gets another boundary. The 23rd for 25 now off of 20 deliveries. Pooja Shah losing the battle to Pooja Ganesh. That's Pooja and Pooja crime, they call that in cricket. Always happens in T20 cricket. After a bowler's been hit for a big boundary, they try to hide the ball and they suffer the threat, or they suffer the fate of the umpire. So it'll be disappointing if I don't mention the support that I have. I have Siva to my right, incredible scorer support. This one is driven to mid-off, and we have umpire Sundar, who's also assisting us. Without those two, this broadcast is null and void. Score goes to 71 for 3. So Pooja Shah, the all-rounder, to Teki. Down the track she comes. Oh, and almost a run out. The fielding was exquisite. It was hit with some force off the meat of the bat. Picked up and in one action, almost hitting the one stump to aim at. That was Chetna, the opening batsman, who had 17. This one is a square drive. So that gets us through another over. 12 gone in the books. And the score is now 72 for the loss of 3. A valuable partnership in the middle order for the Patriots. And it shows you the worm of where the Patriots are compared to the Flyers. Understand that Disha, as well as Ritu Singh, stepped in at this point, scored at a very quick rate, and this is where the worm starts to separate from the Patriots. Pooja Ganesh is going to have to continue scoring at a consistent rate. But Teki's on strike. 22 off of 23. Down the track and drives. So Lassia, who took a catch earlier in the innings, is back on strike. Getting to the pitch of the ball. So the American Titans are on deck next. They will take on either the Patriots or the Flyers. They will take on the Flyers, it's confirmed. Freedom Flyers, of course, trying to get past the Patriots after scoring 170 for 6 in the opening innings in this beautiful ground that we call Orlando Cricket Ground in Groveland, Florida. Down the track, over the top, beautifully struck. It may not result in a boundary, but the technique by Teki was easy on the eyes. And that's the beauty of this sport. Sometimes may not result in a boundary or wicket, but we can enjoy the aesthetics of the shot or the ball. Down the track, on the onside, getting to the pitch of the ball. And when Mita was here a little while, we talked about this team stemming the tide and creating a partnership. Now we're seeing the benefits of creating a partnership. Both batters are seeing the ball like a breadfruit. What would you say that in India? A big fruit. We say breadfruit in the Caribbean. So a breadfruit, they're saying, you see the ball like a beach ball, let's say in Florida. A pumpkin. A pumpkin. And so now the batters are starting to play through the line of the ball. They're sort of compromising their shape in a good way, opening their shoulders, and have to increase the run rate.
They need to go big, they need to go long, they need to go continuous. Just 7 overs left. They need close to 100 runs.
So just 7 overs remaining, and just about 100 runs to get. 171. Oh, a little scoop shot.
Use the area behind the bird.
And we love when the modern batters use the 360, the whole circumference of the ground. And speaking of the ground, the Orlando Cricket Ground in Groveland, Florida, eat your heart out. It is spectacular.
The player of the match, in fact, fielder always umpire should choose. So the player is from winning team. In fact, so let's keep the consistency.
So Disha to continue.
And, umpire
Down the track, and she gets to the pitch of the ball.
so that both the teams get something. And then fielder any
So Teki gets one more to the total.
each match there will be 3 awards: player of the match, impact player of the match, and best fielder of the match. Each game, player of the match, impact player of the match, and best fielder of the match.
Down the track, it's a leading edge. Takes the catch. Disha does the trick. And that spells the end for Pooja Ganesh. Came down the ground to try to force his scoring. And this is what a big total does. 171, always in the back of the mind of the batters. Have to get a move on. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Got a leading edge and held out a point. So Pooja Ganesh departs. The 4th wicket falls. And finally for the Flyers, they break this partnership. Ganesh goes for 28 with 2 fours off of 25 deliveries.
26 Jivana Aras.
So the bowler Aras took the catch at point. So the new batter, we will get the information for you.
Tia Chaudhary. Kartiki Tia.
So Tia Chaudhary, the daughter of Mita Lee, will come to the crease. Chaudhary got 2 wickets, no, got 1 wicket in the first inning. Disha. Oh, and it's bowled. Disha does the trick. This one looked to become with a little bit of wrist spin rather than finger spin. And it got the better of Tia. Trying to get back and pull it. It wasn't short enough to pull. But that corridor of uncertainty in which Disha hit once again did the trick. And the Flyers continue to fly. They get another wicket. And Tia has failed to trouble the scorecard. So Chowdhury departs for naught. And the new batter is going to be Sivakumar. And she's going to be under the watchful eye of her father, the scorer, simply known as Siva in these parts. Siva Kumar had 2 wickets, was the pick of the bowlers in the first innings. Now she has the bat in hand with a tall hill to climb. 76 for 5. Remember, 171 needed. And Dishka, who had 33 with the bat, has just collected 2 wickets with the ball. Off the mark right away, as gentle as you like. Off the pads. And that takes us through yet another over.
Because they took 2 wickets in a middle phase, they got 2 bonus points. 2 bonus
So because the Flyers got 2 wickets in the middle phase of the game, there'll be 2 more bonus points added. Don't be overwhelmed at home. We will gather all the information and present it at the end for you to follow on, with the bonus points being a new addition to this tournament. And it will be presented very neatly and wrapped up in a bow by Siva after 40 overs, 20 overs in each end. Gets it on the full, and Siva uses her feet well to get another single. So Techie still there, goes down the ground, plays across the line of the ball, but it's stopped at short mid-wicket. Techie, 24th of 30. And she sort of digs this one out. So 93 needed off of 33 deliveries. And they've brought the field in. It seems to be, it's not a power play, but on the offside, the coverage is not there on the boundary. It's sort of in the infield to protect singles off the toe of the bat. Guys, second mic.
Disha continuing.
So 79 runs after 15 overs. A tall hill to climb. But there's a little player by the name of
Samiksha.
Samiksha Siv Kumar. And I'm with her dad, Siva. Siva, let's talk about Simi, as we'll say. Let's talk about Simi. When did she start playing cricket?
Just around 2022.
Brand new.
Not a new, already 4 years experience. Batting power play being taken.
So batting power play being selected. Remember, power play for the first 4 overs. 2 power play overs at the batting team's discretion. And they're about to take it with Techie and Simi at the wicket. So we have Disha, who has 2 wickets already in this innings. To Techie, down the track she comes, and it's a stumping. She was invited to lunch and then left right at the door. Disha, flight, guile. Siva, you know a thing or two about that.
Absolutely. See, just looping there, and it's a power play. It's a little bit pressure on the batting team to go for it. So they use their feet, which is the right approach as a batter. Using the feet against the spinner is the right approach. And it's just that maybe the length wasn't there to reach it. And beautiful stumping by wicketkeeper as well. Hiranya.
So the Flyers are gliding at this point. They get yet another wicket. And they get the very dangerous Teki. The left-hander was starting to score freely. And Disha with the off-spin, the finger spin going away from the left-hander.
Danya.
And this was Teki coming down the track and was beautifully taken by the wicketkeeper, who just whipped off the bails.
Hiranya.
So Hiranya with a beautiful stumping. So the score now is 79 for 6. And the clouds are coming in. No threat of rain. Just beautiful overcast, windy conditions for the players. Now, I couldn't promise you there was no threat of rain in a month's time. But in April, in Central Florida, the odds are it'll stay dry. So the left-arm wrist spinner,
Danya.
Danya, is now in the wickets. Left-handed batter as well. Across the line, just another dot ball, starting to feel her way out. So let's talk about Simi though. Starts in 2022.
That's right, Ryan.
This is her fourth. This is her fourth year.
Fourth year.
Did
yes.
she always wanted to be a bowler? Because she did a fantastic job with the ball.
That's true. She started as a batter, as her. Yeah, she started as a main batter, and then along the way, whenever she plays with the elder teams, she is used as a bowler. So that's how she picked up her bowling skills.
Did she pick up the ball first or the bat?
Bat.
Pick up the bat first.
Bat first.
Like her father?
Father is a beautiful all-rounder.
A beautiful all-rounder, not just an all-rounder, good-looking all-rounder at that.
And bowls the new ball right at the death overs as well as at the beginning of the innings.
Well, Simi, a fan favourite, is on strike. Disha, the very dangerous Disha, has 3 for 18. Simi's down the track using her feet. Any sort of secret sauce at home to get her ready for batting at the wicket?
Yes, we let her to use the offside more, which is right option now. Let's see whether she can go there. No.
Pulled away, mid-wicket. Aras takes the
further.
catch. And Simi, who went for the boundary, trying to get a move on, held out to mid-wickets. And Disha just picked up her 4th wicket and is doing all the damage. Wasn't the best delivery, but because the pressure was on, Simi held out to mid-wicket. Another wicket falls
For Disha, and then it's caught by Pujasha.
So a shortish delivery, pulled away by Simi, and right into the arms of Pujasha. 6 wickets down, 80 on the board. Simi just out, no pressure. When you see her go through an innings, whether it's successful or not, doesn't matter. Is there alterations at home? Is there discussions?
I used to be giving a lot of inputs while driving back home. Then
then finally a therapist stepped in and said, no more Siva.
That is more or less right, Ryan.
Correct, yes.
So along the way, last 4 years, I became a certified coach. I
nice.
Coached by Coach Gary Christian from South Africa.
Okay.
I'm a level 4 coach on the Gary Christian Cricket Academy. So one of the key thing we talk about there is how do we handle the situations. It's a better not to talk immediately as a coach when the things are not going well. Give them time. So, and then I started understanding a little bit about kids as well. So I started talking too much inputs after the game. Unless he asked me anything specifically, I try to give my technical inputs. More or less it will end up with fight. So better not to give any inputs.
You wanted to finish positive, not negative. As fathers, we're all guilty. But it's good to have someone, it's good to have an outside voice to put us back in place. And good for you, Siva.
Varshida Jambula. Varshida Jambula. And the bowler Jivana.
So Varshita Jambula, who was the second bowler used behind Aditi in the first innings, will take strike. Jivana Aras will continue from the southern end. Medium pace. Short delivery. And it's going to be a wide. Aras has struggled in the beginning part of this innings with the wide deliveries. I'm going to put you on the spot here, coach. Bowler who's generating a good amount of pace, struggling with the line and the length. Any words of advice if you were the captain on the field?
I would say, Oscar, just to be calm down a bit. If it is really a new ball due to the wind or some swing happens, I will ask her to go for the cross seam. But if it is just a regular things, if it wides happen, it does happen sometimes. If they are really struggling the line and the length, then I will start giving some advice. You can go a little fuller so the batter gets into the bat so you don't get in wides. So that are the few things. But I will let bowler handle a lot rather than giving an input as a captain.
Aras around the wicket to the left-hander. And it beats the outside edge of the bat, that corridor of uncertainty that every bowler loves. So in Central Florida, with Aras is now leading. Again, hitting her straps just about 6 inches outside the line of off stump. Because of the dew on the grass, on the ground, early part in Central Florida and Houston, Texas, I've seen it myself. The wickets could get damp and spongy. But now, with just after midday, the bounce is going to be pure for the batters batting second. And after that wide delivery, I believe Aras has heard Coach Siva from out here. She's now hit 4 deliveries, 6 inches outside of stump. Take a bow, Siva, anytime you like.
Thank you, Ryan, for that compliments.
Absolutely.
And Giovanna is well experienced bowler, and coming back to the line and length is not a big thing for her. I think that's what she's showing here.
This one a little bit further and having Dania fishing outside off stump. So with just one ball remaining in the 17th, there's still 90 runs needed. It'll be 90 off of 18 if this finishes with a dot ball. And a little bit of seam action beats the bats, and that gets us through. 17 overs gone, 81 on the board, and a lot of runs in a little bit of time. Just about sums it up. So a power play is going to be in play.
No, it is Ryan.
Just
small
wrapped up.
correction.
A power play just wrapped up.
Yeah.
And we're going over this because of the points allocation that's just being introduced into this tournament. So we'll continue to keep the viewers abreast.
That is right. This is the optional power play took by batting team.
So the
If they have
option of
score-
power play
Yeah.
has now been selected by the batting team. Remember,
which
first 4 is mandatory, 2 in the batter's hip pocket they can use whenever they like, and this will be the.
They are done. So they just finished that
This will
over
be-
number 16 and 17. The batting team took it as a chance, but they lost 2 wickets in an over. That will give 2 bonus points to the bowling team. So it is a batting team took a power play with the 2 fielders outside. They wanted to score runs, but they lost 2 wickets. So we are giving a bonus points to that effort for the bowling team. Maki.
So the opening bowler's back in, and this one is punched in confidently to the offside.
Maki Madhavan.
So Mahi back to her mark. Her bowling figures none for 14. So the left-handed Dania Down the leg side, it's going to be another wide. As he score inches, up to 82. To let our viewers know, there will be a player of the match, an impact player of the match, and a field of the match. And Siva, what you've seen so far, I'm going to come right at you. Player of the match so far from what you've seen.
Oh, that is a tough choice, could be, between Ritu Singh's her innings and then Disha Kaveripakam took 4 wickets. So it could be either one of them. Let's see what umpires thinks. It's a batter's game. And beautiful boundary by Tanya. Straight hit in between the long on and long off. Boundary after long time, Ryan.
So a rare boundary, but a welcome boundary for the Patriots. They get 4 more to the total. You make a good point. We talked about Ritu Singh, who 50 odd off of 20-something balls.
Yep.
Don't want to get technical here. But Disha, 33 off of 33, 4 wickets, almost an all-rounder like Seema.
Yep. She's getting there to beat me for sure.
So,
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yeah.
You have to pick one. Go for it.
Okay, I will go with Disha Kaveripakam, given that she is an emerging player and Ritu has been representing country. Some of these awards still matter for her, but may not be as matter as for Disha. So in that way, I would take Disha's innings because she studied that innings. She gave a lot of strike back to Ritu. And beautifully played by Danya again into the covers. That's a beautiful cover drive of a left-hander.
And it always looks better when it's left-handed. Beautiful shot from the left-arm Chinaman bowler. Now the left-handed batter. It was just a fraction wide of off stump. Opened the face of the bat and ran it through. And I tell you what, the Patriots, they're down but not out. And the Flyers in full control though. 25-4 so far for the day. And Meeta Lee is coming to check on us to make sure we are on top of our P's and Q's. Down the leg side. Another wide called.
Ryan, we're just hearing from umpire panel is that the bowling team, which is captained by Chetana Reddy Pagithalaya, is run rate per over is really going well. The over rate is going really well, which is very critical in ICC.
That's a welcome sight, especially when you have 3 games back to back to back.
Absolutely. As an organizers, we welcome. As a coaches, we love this because in ICC standards, women's cricket gets 75 minutes per innings. 75 minutes per innings. So they need to complete the innings in 75 minutes. And
well taken single. Because Danya's on strike, the backward square is a little bit deeper because of her ability to score in that vicinity. Pick up a single. Now it's going to be Varshita Jambula, the all-rounder. 93 for 7. Oh, it's smashed. But long off is there. But we have Meeta close to us, so we're going to present the question to her. Siva already picked his player of the match. I wouldn't say it's biased, but let's just continue. So we have 2 players up for grabs here. We have Disha, who scored 33 off of 33, then grabbed 4 wickets. Then we have Ritu Singh, who scored 50 odd off of just 20-something balls. Who would you pick for player of the match in this innings right now? Sorry to put you on the spot. Disha as well. No catches. So the all-rounder. Okay. And would you give the impact player to Ritu Singh?
So our request to the umpires will be, impact player will be from the losing team.
Okay. Thank you for the correction.
But if umpires decide to do, we will go with that. But
okay.
Jivana Aras.
So we're getting our housekeeping in order here. So the losing side most probably will get the impact player of the award. And it seems to be a trend with Aras. That first delivery, coach, seems to be a bit of a problem finding that line and length, especially with the righty-lefty combination.
That is spot on, Ryan. She just finished her spell with the bowling to the lefty and now starting the spell to the righty. So it is It is the trend with the bowlers. They always struggle when the bowlers need to bowl to the two different batters, lefty and righty.
Aras. This one is driven beautifully. And another bit of problems at short extra cover. We had a serious problem with Aditi, who was hit in her throat right there on that same part of the ground where the ball hopped. Let's just call that the hot part of the ground, where anytime a player drives full face of the bat, it's going to come through there with some heat. Excellent stop.
Well done by Ananya there at the hot spot. We call it hot spot, those extra cover area. Beautifully played by Varshida into the mid off. A single.
So 75 runs with 10 balls. Not even Virat Kohli can pull that off, Siva. So it looks like the Flyers are going to get the points to begin this tournament, the first ever tournament for the American Women's Cricket Group support group. The inaugural tournament in Groveland, Florida.
I tell you the secret, Ryan. I was one of the guy who was in charge of the team as well. So I see the reasons we pick the players and they are doing well. But I want all the teams
Don't hurt yourself patting yourself
all
on
the
the
teams
back,
to do well as an organizer for sure. Just taking my little bit bragging myself. And excellent fielding there by Chetna Reddy Bagdalia, throwing
And
back
with
to
the bat in the air, it's going to
batting
be
in
another
and
wicket.
beautifully run out by Hiranya there.
Another wicket falling, desperate running between the wickets. It was smashed straight to the extra cover fielder. No chance for the non-striker. Suicide run, we call that in cricket. And another wicket falls as the Patriots are going down in flames.
We have talked about a lot of bonus points, Ryan. One bonus point we didn't have it until this over number 19th on the second innings is that a bonus point for a run out. So this is the first run out in today's game after 2 innings, and that bonus point goes to Freedom Flyers. I'm not surprised it came from Chetna Reddy Bagdalia.
Well, a whip of the bails and an easy wicket there for the Flyers, who are firmly in control. It's just a matter of time. 8 wickets down and a lot of runs to get. 171 is what they need, just 96 on the board.
So it's always tough to start in the first innings, first game. The players coming on the together first time. The coaches are meeting the players after talking to them online.
New ground, new wicket, never
New
played here
ground,
before.
new wicket. Yeah, some pressure on the live streaming.
Sure.
Beautifully
Yes.
commentary by you, Ryan. And
Thank you,
so there
Siva.
could be some pressure on the players as well. I'm sure Patriots will regroup them to come back strong on their second game, which is the third game of the day. So they have some time to have some break, regroup themselves and come back strong. And
they will get that chance as the Flyers will take on the Titans, who are waiting on deck right after this match. That's lovely seam action. It just rose sharply.
And the beauty of this tournament format is, Ryan, that each team will play against each other 2 times. So the Freedom Flyers will again face Patriots tomorrow. So the Patriots can have a different strategies from what they learned today in this game.
Well, we're enjoying every bit of it. Punch into the offside. The American Women's Premier T20 Cricket Tournament in Groveland, Florida. 96 for 8 with 2 overs remaining. And the pink worm is slowly coming to an end.
Yeah,
1 over remaining, rather. 6 balls remaining. It's a mere 75 runs to get. So Do we see some big hitting, coach, or do we just see them play out the innings and try to find some form?
The way Dania hit last over of Mahi, she can still go for this in this over too. But Mahi, a class bowler, she will come back strong. Let's see the competition between Dania and Mahi.
So Mahi,
Continuing her fourth over, yeah.
Will bowl to the left-handed Dania.
Mahi Madhavan.
Off the hip pad. It is absolute celebration of women's cricket here in Central Florida with this first ever, the inaugural tournament. We hope to see many more of these great players from U15 all the way through to the national team ranks coming together to compete, which means the level only gets better. Leading edge, one hop to a short third man. And one of the questions that will be answered in this tournament is, how do we change the third man name? Do we just keep it with the traditional third man, or do we change it to just third? Third person, I love it.
Absolutely.
Third official,
this is one of the things.
Chiming in.
Yeah, the batsman has been used many places. They always call it best batsman. Even the women's game, all those things has been changed over the course now.
Sure.
So the only name has not changed in the field, as you rightly pointed out. It's still called
it's the last
third man.
page. It's the last page of the book in which they have to
and
change.
We raise a petition to MCC tonight.
We're going to write that page today.
Yes, Ryan, we will do that.
Just short of a length. Umpire Sundar said third person. All the votes went up in the air as soon as he said it. Of course, we'll always welcome different languages. So, what's three in your part of India?
It is called Moondru.
Moondru.
Yeah.
Moondru.
Moondru. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Outside off stump. Yeah.
Yeah. So the question comes here is why it is called third man. So there are many reasons when they named during the olden days. So they used to have a keeper, and then there used to be bunch of slips, and then they wanted somebody there. So I want one more person there. Oh, you want somebody there? Yeah. So that's how the third name came in. And then the covers, you know, Ryan, why the name came, the covers? Mostly the covers of the wicket put on this part of the ground. So that's how the covers name came. There are many, all those things we can bring in more information about.
You just tuned into today's match thinking you just get cricket alone, but you're getting an education thanks to our coach, scorer, and commentator Siva. He is an all-rounder.
Thank you for that complimentary, Ryan. Absolutely enjoyed this 2-3 hours of commentary with you, and have a great next 5 games, Ryan. I will be sitting next to you and having a good time with you.
We can talk about anything. We'll talk cricket, we'll talk just about anything. But that's the end of the innings. The Flyers, off in a flyer. They started off slowly and eventually picked up middle through their innings. Ritu Singh and Disha partnered up to get this score to 170 for 6, and then their bowling was dominant from the beginning right through to the end. 4 wickets for Disha. She's our player of the match. It will be decided with our vote in the commentary room. Disha is the front runner. The Freedom Flyers win by 70 runs to get full points, and we will get to you the bonus points that will be tallied in a few moments. So the Flyers win the first match by 70 runs. They beat the Patriots. Up next, the American Titans will play the second match in this tournament in a 3-day game, a 3-match day. Titans, Flyers next. Second on the docket. We'll be right back.
Fantastic, Ryan. Thank you for putting me. I just need to close a few things. I missed.